Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you tonight? What are you up to? What are you doing? This is a weird side profile of me, actually. Hold up. In, like right there. Whoa. Sorry. All right. There we go. That's a bit better. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you today? What are you up to? What are you doing? Twitch? What are you doing? YouTube? Good to see everybody. Hello. Okay. Let's get down to business. To defeat SpongeBob. I don't know what that's about, Mr. Crenshaw. What's the deal, dude? What's the deal? Sir? I have no idea what that's in reference to. I don't really follow politics, I'm not going to lie. So, pretty lost on all that. All right, let's see. Let's go to Logic Pro, pull it up. I have it up. I don't know why it's not showing, but it should be on here, I believe. Logic Pro. Okay. Let's bring it to the dock. Then bring it back. Okay. There you go. Bam. All right. Well, good to see you guys. YouTube is not currently receiving data. Oh no. Our table. It's broken. Let's go back and I was trying to figure out if my ABC segment was on YouTube, and it looks like all the other segments were uploaded. So there's the bystanders, there are the slip and fall one, the normalization, and everything's got about like 100,000 views. But the sobriety and recovery hasn't been uploaded for some reason. I don't know why. But it was 4 days ago, so maybe they might upload it. I don't know. Hope they do. That'd be super cool, so I can share it with a bunch of people. Okay. Logic Pro. I don't want to deal with it that small. I know it looks the best on Twitch. I don't want to deal with it that small on the screen. So yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna set myself there and blow this up a bit and throw on some headphones. All right. Let's get down to business. Nice. All right, let me check my stream health real quick while I check my volume. The objective of Baccarat is elegantly simple. See, I don't hear anything at all, so the objective of what is the deal? I'm going to go in and Logic Pro settings, audio, output. That's the thing. It always puts my output to my audio interface for some reason. I don't know why. External headphones, apply, and close window, and back. Chapter 3. There you go. Chapter 3. Yo. The objective of Baccarat is... What is good? How you doing, Gray? What's up, Gray? Good to see you, Gray. How are you today? Okay, Stream Manager... and... okay. There we are. And if I play Logic, is elegantly simple. The objective of Baccarat is elegantly simple. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure it was playing there, so. The objective of Baccarat is elegantly simple. All right. Okay. What's up? I'm doing great. I love that. I love to hear that. Best day of the year is tomorrow. Whoa. Best day of the year. Best day of the year. Halloween. Okay. So the best day of the year is Halloween. That's a bold statement, but I respect it. Especially if, you're somebody that does special effects like that. I think that's a really cool day for you. I mean, personally, for me, it's like, it's another day. But if you really like dressing up and you really like doing special effects like that, I think that is definitely a good day for you. So I love that. I love to hear it. All right, let's see. The objective of Baccarat. Is that what I was saying over here? The objective of... Yeah, okay. So... this is first round editing right here. In my opinion, it is LOL. As a special effects artist, it is my favorite holiday. Love that. Plus, I got my white contacts in today. That's so cool. I'm definitely going to have to do some sort of contacts for photo shoots in the future. Like, I'd really like to do a couple photo shoots with, like, some really strikingly blue eyes and blonde hair. I think that would be like a really distinct change than what I typically have on my page. Like, I want something to stand out. So the hair change would be something. The eye change would be... not many people look at the eyes, I'm not going to lie. I think if you have, like, really pretty eyes, people do look and they notice, but 10 times out of 10, it's blue eyes that they're talking about. I'm not going to lie, you'd look awesome with icy blue eyes. That's what I was thinking. Just, like, some, like... and I would do it with brown hair as well, but, like, with blonde hair, be interesting. That would be super interesting. Go for, like, a 90s look, The objective of Baccarat is elegantly simple. To achieve a hand total closest to 9, whether you're dealt a natural 9 or navigating the intricacies of third... Whether you're... okay. Whether you're dealt a natural 9, whether you're dealt a natural 9, whether you're dealt a natural 8 or 9, or there navigating the intricacies of... Whether you're dealt a natural 8 or 9, or navigating the intricacies of the third card rules. There you go. The game offers a blend of excitement and sophistication. Almost had it. By understanding how hand totals are calculated and the factors that influence the drawing of additional cards. Oof, running out of breath there. Players can enhance their enjoyment and appreciation of this timeless casino game. I feel like I'm losing it like crazy. What is the deal? I'd say Platinum Blonde with blue eyes would look perfect for real, for real. For real, for real, for real, for real. By understanding how hand totals are... Okay, let's see, that's what I was thinking. By understanding how... Yeah, because I was getting like a lazy tongue there. By understanding how hand totals are calculated and the factors that influence the drawing of additional cards, players can enhance their enjoyment and appreciation of this timeless... Players can enhance their enjoyment and appreciation of this timeless casino game. Timeless casino game. Players can enhance their enjoyment and appreciation of this timeless casino game. Okay, all right, fair enough. Whether you're a seasoned gambler or a newcomer, mastering the objective of Baccarat is the first step towards success at the table. Types of bets. Oh my gosh, I was listening to myself today on so I bought the audiobook and I was listening to myself, and I'm listening in and I'm thinking, God, there's so many plosives on here still. Like, how did this get through all of these lines of edits and still end up with all these goddamn plosives? What more do you have to do with the audiobook before it's finished? Once I finish this chapter, I have about 7 more, but I think that this one went smoother with its production. So let's see. Chapter 4 was 25 minutes. Chapter 5 was, okay, that's an hour. That's pretty long. So an hour, 47, an hour 5, 43 minutes, 23 minutes, 32, and then 6. So I still have the bulk of the first round of edits to go through, and that's just when I chop up everything into all of these different segments, and I remove all of the bad takes. And once I do that, it's pretty much a finished product. So if I could get it to that spot today, I mean, that's a long shot. We're at 6, so that would be, let's see, 21 to basically 40, so that's about 20 minutes. So 20, let's see, 30, let's say that's an hour. That's about an hour. So 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, and 6. Yeah, I would say about 6 hours. So if I did nothing but play it straight through, then I could get done by midnight of the first round of edits. But still a lot, but I can't wait to see the final results. Thank you. I appreciate that. Seriously. Thank you. You know, my last one definitely had things to improve. And I think that once I get to the recording of the next book, it's definitely things that I'm going to focus on. And we're coming up on the due date of the next books as well, so I'll definitely have those in mind as well. I've got all of the 15-minute segments that are due for like 10 other books, so there's a full docket. There's a full docket full of stuff. Yo, what's up, Twitch? It's good to see you. It's good to see everybody on here. All right, I'm doing first round of edits on this book. This book is on Baccarat. Let's get it started. Types of bets. Like, see, whatever's going on in the background there, not a fan. Baccarat. Baccarat is a game that combines elegance, simplicity, and the potential for significant wins. Simplicity. Okay. And the potential for significant wins. God, this weather brings me back, honestly. It's just like this beautiful, like 73 outside. It's a slight breeze. Like, it's perfect out here. It really is perfect. Baccarat is a game that combines elegance, simplicity, and the potential for significant wins. Okay. And the potential for... Baccarat is a game that combines elegance, simplicity... Okay. Baccarat is a game that combines elegance, simplicity, and the potential for significant wins. I will say, I think that I have more fun recording, but I get really locked in when I'm editing. So I think I like the performance better. A major aspect of the game is understanding the different types of bets you can place and how each affects your strategy. Affects your strategy and chances of winning. A major aspect of the game is understanding the different types of bets you can place and how each affects your strategy and chances of winning. Affects your strategy and chances of winning. Oh, no, please tell me I re-record that. Please tell me I re-record that. Hold up. Your strategy and that one's going to be so difficult to put together. Why? Here we go. And chances of winning. I mean, I guess that works. I don't know. Strategy and chances of winning. Still feels like I'm punching in there. In Baccarat, there are three primary bets. Okay, thank you. There are three primary bets. The player bet, the banker bet, and the tie bet. The player bet, the banker bet, and the tie bet. Okay, I think I like that one better. But there are three primary bets. The player bet, the banker bet, the player bet, the banker bet, and the tie bet. Yeah, I have more confidence. Each comes with its own odds. Payouts, and strategic considerations. Yeah, seriously, this one is a bit confusing. The player bet. But I will say that it's really similar to blackjack, other than it goes to 9 instead of 21. The player bet. The player bet is one of the two main bets you can place in Baccarat, and it's often favored by players who prefer to keep things straightforward. Okay, let's see. Baccarat in it's hard to navigate. I'm gonna say that right now. It's hard to navigate when you're editing. Baccarat, and it's often favored by players who prefer to keep things straightforward. When you place a bet on the player, You are essentially wagering that the player's hand will have a higher total than the banker's hand at the end of the round. The odds of winning a player bet are approximately 44.62%.
Oh boy. Okay.
This is significantly lower than the odds of winning a banker bet due to...
Yo, Rhiannon, I didn't see you at all on there. Hold up. Are you saying bet or bat? Bat or bet? Better? Wait. Okay, I'm outie. I'm cold and tired. Bye-bye. I love you, Rhiannon. Thanks for popping in. I'm sorry I didn't see your comment right away. You said blah, 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 100%. Erica, can you take your phone out and tell me if my costume ate or not? I use my phone as my camera over here, so as much as I'd love to do that, I cannot. And all right, actually, hold up. Did you send it to me on TikTok? Because if you sent it to me on TikTok, like maybe I could see it on my iPad. Okay, we got primary, we got secondary. Did you send it to me on Facebook? I just got a Facebook notification. I don't see it on my messages. So it's an undetermined state right now. Sorry, Ree. I think Ree left, so I'll leave it at that. All right. Let's get back to it. Logic Pro.
This is significantly lower than the odds of winning a banker bet due to the... This is slightly lower than the... This is significantly lower than... This is slightly lower than the odds of winning a banker bet due to the way the game's rules are structured.
There you go.
Particularly, the third card drawing rules. The payout for winning a player bet is one, particularly the third card drawing rules.
Sorry, I wanted to eliminate that.
The payout for winning a player bet is 1 to 1. Meaning that if you Meaning that if you bet $10 on the player and win, you will receive $10 in winnings plus your original bet back.
Please tell me I re-record that.
The payout for winning a player bet is 1 to 1.
Okay, so the payout,
meaning that if you bet, the payout for winning a player bet is 1.
Okay. So what is better?
The payout for winning a player bet is 1 to 1.
Okay, all right.
Meaning that if you bet $10 on the player, and
Yes. It sounds weak there. I don't like it.
the payout for winning a player bet is 1 to 1. Meaning that if you bet $10 on the player and win, you will receive $10 in winnings plus your original winnings plus your original bet back for a total of $20. The player bet is simple. The player bet is simple and offers straightforward odds, making it a popular choice for those who prefer not to deal with the commission that comes with the banker bet. While the house edge on the player bet is significantly higher than on the banker bet, it remains a solid option for many players. The banker bet. The banker bet is the most statistically favorable bet in Baccarat. The banker bet is the most statistically favorable bet in Baccarat. The banker bet is the most statistically favorable bet in Baccarat. The banker bet is the most statistically favorable bet in Baccarat.
Okay. They both
Often
sound.
recommended by seasoned players due to its slightly higher odds of winning. Often recommended by seasoned players due to its slightly higher seasoned players due to its slightly higher
Gotta go in, do some surgery there. Schwa. All right.
due to its
No.
due to its slight players due to its slightly higher odds of winning compared to the player bet.
I love when I do all of that work and then I like have another take that sounds way better over here.
The banker bet is the most statistically favorable bet in Baccarat, often recommended by seasoned players due to its slightly higher odds of winning compared to the player bet.
Bruh. Did I not just... Hold up. Did I not just say that? Did I not just predict that? Hold up.
The banker bet is the most statistically favorable bet in Baccarat, often recommended by seasoned players
Oh.
due to its slightly higher odds of winning compared to the player bet. Players due to its slightly seasoned players due to its slightly higher odds of winning compared to the player bet.
I don't know if I'm super sold on it, but it's going to have to do, unfortunately.
When you bet on the banker,
the banker bets on you.
when you bet on the banker, you are betting that the banker's hand will win. The odds of winning a banker bet are approximately 45.86%, making it the bet with the best odds in Baccarat. This slight edge comes from the rules that govern when the bankers draw. This slight edge comes from the rules that govern when the banker draws a third card. The payout for winning a banker bet is also 1-to-1. However, the payout for winning a banker bet is also 1-to-1. The payout for winning a banker bet is also 1-to-1. The payout for winning a banker bet is also 1-to-1. However, a 5% commission is typically deducted from your winnings due to the bet's favorable odds. However, a 5% commission is typically deducted from your winnings due to the bet's favorable odds. However, a 5% commission is typically deducted from your winnings due to the bet's favorable odds. For example, if you bet $10 on the banker and win, you will receive $9.50. You will receive $9.50 in winnings, $9.50. You will receive $9.50 in winnings plus your original bet back for a total of $19.50.
$19.50. Say it ain't so.
Despite the commission, the banker bet is generally considered the safest option in Baccarat. Its slightly better odds make it the go-to choice for players who want to maximize their chances of winning, even if it makes accepting a smaller payout due to the commission. Even if it means accepting a smaller payout due to the commission. Even if it to the commission.
This weather makes me want to move to California.
The tie bet. The tie bet.
Ooh, I like that.
The tie bet. The tie bet.
The tie bet.
The tie bet is the third primary bet in Baccarat and is distinct from the player and the banker's bets.
Uh-oh.
The tie bet is the third primary bet in Baccarat and is distinct from the player and banker bets in that it wagers on both hands having the same total. This bet offers the highest payout. This bet offers the highest payout, but also comes with the lowest odds of winning.
Cali is great. Cali is great. I can vouch for that. Honestly, I mean, I can't wait to be there one day. Seriously. You know what? The time is now. Seriously. All I need is a solid opportunity there, and I'm jumping ship. It's going to happen.
Chapter 3.
No. Why'd you do that? Now we're all the way back. No, I don't want to be all the way back. Bring me back here.
Lowest odds of winning.
Okay, hold up. I feel like that was a repeated line, and it looks like a repeated line.
This bet offers the highest payout. It offers the highest payout, but also comes with the lowest odds of winning. This bet offers the highest payout, but also comes with the lowest odds of winning.
Okay, I think highest is going to be the determining factor there.
Offers the highest payout. That offers the highest payout, but offers the highest payout.
Okay, because I like the way this one starts, but I like the way this one finishes. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
But also comes with the lowest odds of winning.
I'm going to try to move out of the Bay Area to Los Angeles. Yo, hey, you're in the same area as Bibble. I feel like my career would really start once I get out there. Yes, that is the place to be, especially for special effects. I feel like I know some people out in that area too, so I definitely have my crowd.
The odds of winning a tie bet are significantly lower than the other two bets, standing at 9.52%. This low probability makes the tie bet a much riskier option.
I got mixed reviews, though. When I said that on Threads, they were like, don't move out here. There's no jobs. Please don't do that. And then I got, oh, my God, that's exactly how great career start. Take the leap. Like, okay.
The payout for winning a tie bet is typically 8-1 or 9-1, depending on the casino. This means that if you bet $10 on a tie and win, you could receive either $80 or $90 in winnings, plus your original bet back for a total of $90 or $100. Plus your original bet back for a total of $90 or $100. Bet back for a plus your original bet back for a total of $90 or $100. Plus your original bet back for a total of $90 or $100. I know a few people to collab with in LA. Love that. Love that. So I hope to get there one day. First things first, find a roommate. Oh my gosh. Yeah, right. Right. While the Thai bet offers a tantalizingly high payout, I believe in you, Gray. I think that you've got this. I think that roommates should be easy to come by for you. I think you'll be good. Payout. Its low odds make it a high risk wager. Experienced players often avoid the Thai bet due to the significant house edge around the experienced players often avoid the Thai bet due to the significant house edge of around 14.36%. Its low odds make it a high-risk wager. Experienced players often avoid the Thai bet. Experienced players often avoid the Thai bet due to the significant house edge of around 14.36%. But it can be an attractive option for those who enjoy taking risks. For the chance of a big win.
I think I like that second take better. Yeah, I think that if I got a steady stream going as far as like YouTube goes, or like I found a YouTube niche to do, or I did good enough streams where people would want to watch, and like I could have some sort of like larger audience to broadcast to, I think that like if that were possible for me, I think that I could justify it, because then I could have some sort of steady revenue stream that would support my creative endeavors. But like as it stands, I'd have to go there and get a job in science, and as much as I'd love science, it just would take me away from everything that I want to be doing, you know? Yeah, thank you so much, for real. If you ever make it out to Cali, let me know so we can for sure find a collaboration plan. Yes, I love that. Because I would love to collaborate with you. I absolutely would, seriously.
Choosing the right bet for your strategy.
Ugh. I think I need like a studio. I think that would be the way to do it. Get a studio over there.
Choosing the right bet for your strategy.
I just don't know if I like that much.
Understanding the types of bets in Baccarat and their... Choosing the right bet for your strategy.
Okay.
That's better. I actually like that better. So, do I repeat it? Understanding the types of bets. Choosing the right bet for your strategy.
See, I feel like I'm leading into something there. I don't know if I could use that. Hold up.
Choosing the right bet for your strategy. Understanding the types of bets in Baccarat and their... Choosing the right bet for your strategy.
It sounds like I'm about to say something else. I can't use that. Uh-oh.
Understanding the types of bets in Baccarat and understanding the...
I was having such a hard time with that.
Understanding the types of bets in Baccarat and their perspective. Understanding the types of bets in Baccarat and their respective odds and payouts.
Dude, it's always like something goes bad, but it's always something different every time.
Understanding the types of bets in Baccarat and their respective odds and payouts is essential to developing a winning strategy.
Damn.
The player and banker bets. The player and banker bets provide reliable options with relatively low house edges,
Edging.
making them ideal for steady play. The tie bet, while riskier, can be an exciting option for those willing to gamble on. The tie bet, while riskier, the tie bet,
Okay.
the tie bet, while riskier, can be an exciting option. Can be an exciting option for those willing. For those willing to gamble on a less likely outcome for a potentially larger payout.
Whoa. Say it ain't so.
As you continue to play Baccarat, you may find your As you continue to play Baccarat, you may find yourself gravitating towards one type of bet based on your personal preferences, risk tolerance, and experience level. Whether you prefer the consistency of the banker bet, the simplicity of the player bet, or the thrill of the tie bet, knowing the ins and outs of each wager can will help you make informed decisions and enjoy the game to its fullest.
Okay. All right.
Whether you prefer the consistency of the banker bet,
Ugh, the Baker bet?
whether you prefer the consistency of the banker bet, the simplicity of the player bet, or the thrill of the tie.
All right, let's see. Hey, sadly, I got to go, but rooting for you always. Thank you so much for coming in, Gray, and spending some time with me. I really appreciate you. Good luck with the audiobook, and I'll see you later. Thank you so much. You were awesome. Gray, thank you so much for tuning in. You were awesome. I appreciate you. I hope you have an awesome day.
Whether you prefer the consistency of the banker bet, the simplicity of the player bet, or the thrill of the tie bet, knowing the ins and outs of each wager will help you make informed decisions and enjoy the game to its fullest.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I don't re-record that. All right. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is, but that's okay because we trimmed that down from like 37 to about 20-ish minutes on the dot. Hold up. Is it actually? No. Like 17 or 1930 basically. All right. We're done with chapter 3. Well, we're done with the first pass review. So, first pass review is just like, does it have bad takes? If it does, can I get rid of them? All right. So, chapter 4 is 25 minutes. So, that should be a lighter chapter for us. Let's see.
Chapter 4, Baccarat Etiquette.
I seem quieter in this one.
Chapter 4, Baccarat Etiquette.
Okay, there you go.
Understanding Baccarat Etiquette. Understanding the layout of Baccarat table. Understanding the layout of a Baccarat table in the roles of the players and dealers is crucial for both new and experienced players. This knowledge ensures that players can navigate the game efficiently and adhere to the rules and etiquette of Baccarat. This knowledge ensures that players can now This knowledge ensures that players can navigate the game efficiently and adhere to the rules and etiquette of Baccarat. Table layout. Table layout. The Baccarat table is designed to accommodate several players and facilitate the flow of the game. Here is a detailed overview of its layout. 1. Table design. 1. 1. Table design. Baccarat 1. Design. Baccarat tables are typically oval or circular. 1. Table design. Baccarat tables are typically oval. Table design. Baccarat tables are typically oval or circular. This shape allows for easy interaction among players and with the dealer. The table is divided in dealer. The table is divided into several sections, each designed for different types of bets. These sections are clearly marked with labels indicating where the player can take. These sections are clearly marked with labels indicating where players can make place. These sections are clearly marked with labels indicating where players can place their bets on player, banker, or tie. 1. Table design.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
1. Table design. 1. Table design. I gotta add the 1 in to the top there. 2. Betting areas.
Oh. You know what? It's funny because I thought I didn't say 1 there, but I definitely said 1. So let's bring this to the top and then compare the two. Is this one better?
1. Table design.
Or is this one better?
Chapter 4. Baccarat etiquette.
Those aren't the same thing. Hold up. Hold up.
Table layout. Table design.
What? Wait, what?
Table design. 1. Table design. 1. Table design.
Oh.
Table layout. The Baccarat table is designed to accommodate several players. Knowledge ensures that players can navigate the game efficiently. Table design. 1. Table design. Baccarat tables are typically oval or circular.
Okay, so I think it's between these two. You ready?
1. Table design.
And this.
1. Table design.
Those are basically the same.
Table design. Table design.
All right, I feel like that one's better, so we'll just keep that. All right.
So far, we have made it 3 minutes in, and we have basically 1 minute. So, 2/3 of that sucked. I gotta add the one in to the top there. 2. Betting areas. Player bet area. This section is where players place their bets if they believe the player hand will win. Banker bet area. This section is banker bet area. This section is area. This section is designated for bets on the banker hand. Tie bet area. This section is for bets on the possibility of a tie between the player and the banker's between the player and the banker hands. On the possibility of a tie between the player of a tie between the tie between the player and the banker hands. 3. Dealer's area. Dealer's position. The dealer stands behind a designated area of the table. The dealer stands behind a designated area of the table where they manage the game, deal the cards, and handle the chips. This area is usually situated centrally for optimal visibility and access to all betting areas. This area is usually situated centrally for optimal visibility and access to all betting areas. Okay, so I think that second one was better, but let's find out. This area is usually situated centrally for usually situated centrally for optimal visibility and access to all betting areas. So I needed to know. All right. Card shoe. Ew. Card shoe. The card shoe is a device. Yo. The card shoe is a device used to hold and dispense the card shoe is a device used to hold and dispense the decks of cards. It is located in front of the dealer and allows for efficient dealing of cards. It is located in front of the dealer. It is located in front of the dealer and allows for efficient dealing of cards. 4. Chips and tokens. Chips and tokens. Chips ahoy. Chip placement. Chip placement. Chips are used to place bets and are typically kept in racks or trays near the betting areas. Chips are used to place bets and are typically kept in racks or trays near the betting areas. Chip Skylark. And are typically kept in are used to place bets and are typically to place bets and are typically kept in racks or trays near the betting areas. Players place their chips in the designated betting areas according to their wager. Token management. The dealer handles the chips and tokens, managing the token management. The dealer handles the chips and tokens, managing token management. Token management. The dealer handles the chips and tokens, managing the exchange of the chips and tokens. Managing the exchange of chips for bets and payouts. Player rules. Player roles.
There we go.
In player roles. In Baccarat, players have specific roles according. Players have specific roles according. Players have specific role. Player roles. In Baccarat, players have specific roles during the game. 1. Players placing bets.
Oh. Alright. Gonna stretch for a second. Okay. All right.
In Baccarat, players have specific roles during the game. Player roles.
Okay, I think I had to choose between a couple ones, so let's see. This was
roles. In Baccarat.
Okay, well, I feel like that's an easy choice. Maybe
Player roles. Player roles.
Okay, well, obviously.
In Baccarat. Player roles. In Baccarat, players have specific roles during the game. 1. Players. Placing bets. Players. Placing bets. Players place their bets on either players. Placing bets. Players place their bets on either the player's hand. Players place their bets on either the player hand, the banker hand, or player hand, the banker hand, or a tie. Banker hand or a tie. Tie.
Cool. Cool.
The role of the player is to make strategic decisions about where to place their bets based on their understanding of the game and its odds. Observing the game. Observing the game. Players observing the game. Players observe the dealing of cards and the outcome of each hand.
I think I should probably go to the gym tonight, not gonna lie. I think what I'm gonna do, because I do need to make a substantial chunk in here, I'm gonna go as long as I can doing this, and then I'm gonna hit up the gym and do maybe like a leg day or something. I think that'll do me a lot of good.
Players observe the dealing of cards and the outcome of each hand. They should follow the game's progress and be prepared to place their bets within the designated time frame. Progress and be prepared to place their bets with
So there?
within the
Okay, yeah, I think that's it.
within the designated time frame.
Okay.
2. Banker's roll. 2. Banker's roll. 2. Banker roll.
Okay,
Dealer
that
or
makes sense.
croupier.
Croupier. Say it ain't so, croupier.
2. Banker roll. Dealer or croupier.
Croupier.
The term banker.
I had to learn that one. Croupier. That was new to me. Never heard of a croupier before.
The term banker in Baccarat refers to the dealer or croupier who manages the game.
Nice.
The dealer handles the dealing of cards, manages the betting area, and ensures that the rules of the game are followed. Card dealing. The dealer deals the cards for both the player and the banker hands and is responsible for collecting losing bets and paying out winnings. Bets.
Okay.
And paying out winnings.
Okay.
Winnings. Card dealing. The dealer deals the cards for both the player and the banker hands and is responsible for collecting hands. and is responsible for collecting losing bets and paying out winnings. Dealer's role. 1. Managing the game. Card dealing. The dealer is responsible for dealing cards to both the player and the banker hands, adhering
Get it together. Get it together. What are you doing?
adhering to the game's rules for card dealing and revealing.
And revealing.
Handling bets.
Hand revealing.
The dealer manages the chips and bets placed by the dealer manages the chips. The dealer manages the dealer manages the chips and bets placed by the players, ensuring that the bets are correctly placed and in the designated areas, and the handling bets. The dealer manages the chips and bets placed by the players. Bets. The dealer manages the chips and bets placed by the players.
Okay, so the dealer manages the bets. Is this?
Handling bets. Handling bets.
Okay, yeah, so just delete those.
Handling bets. The dealer manages the chips and bets placed by the players.
Okay. Yeah, that looks weird on the playback. All right. Yeah, whatever. Just, yeah.
The dealer manages the chips and bets placed by the players, ensuring that bets are correctly placed in the designated areas and that payouts are made accurately. 2. Ensuring fair play. Rule enforcement. The dealer enforces the rules of Baccarat, ensuring that the game is conducted fairly and according to the standard procedures. Dispute resolution. In the event of disputes or questions regarding the game, the dealer provides clarification and resolves issues according to the casino's rules. Dispute resolution. In the event of disputes or questions regarding the game, the dealer provides clarification and resolves issues according to the casino's rules.
Okay, so
Dispute resolution. I
like that one better.
In the event of disputes or questions regarding.
Okay, so like rule for this one is just like push them all over and then let it play.
In the event of disputes or questions regarding the game, the dealer provides clarification and resolves issues according to the casino's rules. Dispute resolution. In the event of disputes or questions regarding the game, the dealer provides clarification and resolves issues according to the casino's rules.
All right, okay.
Proper conduct at the table. Proper conduct at a Baccarat table is essential for ensuring a smooth and enjoyable gaming experience. Observing the right etiquette helps maintain the integrity of the game and fosters a positive environment for all players. This section covers key aspects of Baccarat. This section covers key aspects of Baccarat table etiquette, including betting protocol, aspects of Baccarat table etiquette, including betting protocols and tipping practices. Betting protocols and tipping practices. Betting protocols. Betting protocols. Betting protocols. Betting protocols.
Protocols. What are you talking about?
1. Placing bets. 1. Placing bets. Timing. Bets should be placed. Bets.
Betty?
Bets.
Bat.
Placing bets. Betting protocols. 1. Placing bets. Timing.
Okay.
1. Placing bets.
So, which of these?
Betting protocols. Betting protocols. 1. 1. Placing bets. 1. Placing bets. Timing. Betting timing. Bets should be placed within the time frame specified by the dealer. Typically, before the dealer starts dealing the cards. In most Baccarat games, there is a designated period during which in most Baccarat games, there is a designated period during which players can place their bets. Still no. In most Baccarat games, there is a designated period during which players can place their bets. In most Baccarat games, there is a designated period during which players can place their bets. Once the cards are dealt, no further bets can be placed. Minimum and maximum bets. Be aware of the table's minimum and maximum bet limits. Ensure that your wagers fall within these limits to avoid any issues with your bets being accepted or rejected. 2. Bet 2. Bet placement. Chip placement. Place your chips clearly within the designated betting areas for player, banker, or tie. Place your chips clearly within the designated betting areas for player, banker, or tie. Place your chips clearly within the designated betting. Place your chips clearly within the designated betting areas for player, banker, or tie. Avoid placing chips on top of other chips or in areas not marked for betting. Avoid touching chips. Once bets are placed, avoid touching or moving the chips. Once bets are placed, avoid touching or moving the chips. Once bets are placed, this helps prevent confusion and maintains the integrity of the betting process. 3. Handling wins and losses. Handling wins and losses. Collecting winnings. If you win a bet, the dealer will pay out your winnings according to the game's payout structure. Wait for the dealer to handle the chips and avoid reaching for the winnings yourself. If you win a bet, the dealer will pay out your winnings according to the game's payout structure. Wait for the dealer to handle the chips and avoid reaching for the winnings yourself. Wait for the dealer to handle the chips and avoid reaching for the winnings yourself.
Okay, all right, we're 17 in. It goes up to 25. I think we're a good chunk into this, into chapter 4. Let's see. Yeah, more than halfway. More than halfway. That's good. That's good. That's real good. All right, let's see.
Win a bet, the dealer will pay out your winnings according to the game's payout structure. Wait for the dealer to handle the chips and avoid reaching for the winnings yourself. Wait for the dealer to handle the chips and avoid reaching for the winnings yourself. Wait for the dealer to handle the chips and avoid reaching for the winnings yourself. Managing losses.
Oh, man.
Wait for the dealer to handle the chips and avoid reaching for the winnings yourself.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Is it all three of these?
If you win a bet, the dealer will pay out your winnings according to the game's payout structure. Wait for the dealer to handle the chips and avoid reaching for the winnings yourself. Wait for the dealer to handle the chips and avoid reaching for the winnings yourself. Wait for the dealer to handle the chips and wait for the dealer to handle the chips and avoid reaching for the winnings yourself. And avoid reaching for the winnings yourself. Dealer to handle the chips and
Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to keep that original. I think that's okay. That's fine. Everything's good. Everything's chill. Okay.
Managing losses. Managing losses. If you lose a bet, do not express frustration or anger.
No.
Baccarat is a game of chance, and maintaining a positive attitude is crucial for good table etiquette.
That's right. That's right. Breathe.
Baccarat is a game of chance, and maintaining a positive attitude is crucial for good table etiquette.
Okay. So I think that second one's better, but
Baccarat is a game of chance, and maintaining
yeah, I like the timing better.
Baccarat is a game of chance, and maintaining a positive attitude is crucial for good table etiquette. Proper conduct at the table. Respecting other players. Respecting other 1. Respecting other players.
What? One? Where'd that one come in?
Proper conduct at the table. Respecting other players.
I must have missed it there.
1. Respecting other players. Be courteous.
Okay, so it's between
Respecting other players.
or.
Respecting other players.
I like that second one.
Be courteous. Treat others and the treat other players and the dealer with respect. Treat other players and the dealer with respect. Avoid talking loudly and making disruptive comments or engaging in behavior that could distract comments or engaging in behavior that could distract or annoy others. Allow others to play. Give other players the space and time to make their decisions and place their bets. Do not rush or pressure fellow players. Do not rush or pressure fellow players. 2. Handling disputes.
Handling?
2. Handling disputes.
I don't even pronounce a D there at all. What's going on?
Handling disputes.
Ugh.
Address issues calmly. If a dispute or issue arises, address it calmly and respectfully.
Respectfully?
If a dispute or issue arises, address it calmly and respectfully.
There you go.
If a dispute or issue arises, address it calmly and respectfully.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Consult the dealer or casino staff if clarification or resolution. Consult the dealer or casino staff for clarification or resolution, rather than arguing or creating a scene. Rather than arguing or creating a resolution. Rather than arguing or creating a scene.
It's just good life advice, actually.
Follow casino rules. Adhere to the rules and procedures established by the casino. The dealer and casino staff are there to ensure the game runs smoothly and fairly. Tipping etiquette. 1. Tipping the dealer. Understanding tipping. Tipping the dealer is a common practice in many casinos. It's a way to show appreciation for their service and can contribute to a positive atmosphere at the table.
Oof.
It is a way to show appreciation. It is a way to show appreciation.
It's a way to show appreciation
for their service. It is a way to show appreciation for their service and can contribute to a positive atmosphere at the table. When to tip. Tipping. Tip.
You're a tip.
Tipping is typically done at the end
Typically done. I see what you did there, Oliver.
of a gaming session or after a significant win. You can
You can
also tip during the game if you prefer. How to tip. How to tip.
I think it depends on what comes next. Let's see.
Place a tip in front of the
Okay, so shwoopa.
How to tip. How to tip.
Okay.
Place a tip in front of the dealer or ask them to take it from your winnings. Place a tip in front of the dealer or ask them to take the Place a tip in front of the dealer or ask them to take it from your winnings.
Take it from my winnings. Take it from me. Hold it.
Place a tip in front of the dealer or ask them to take it from your winnings. Place a tip in front of the dealer or ask them to take it from your winnings.
Honestly, I think that second one's better.
In some casinos, you might also be able to use
Oh, that is not where I want it to be. Hold up.
You might also be able to use a designated tipping area. You might also be able to use a designated tipping area. In some casinos, you might also be able to use a designated tipping area or box. 2.
Or box.
In some casinos, you might also be able to use a
Okay. Right there. Right there. That's where I need to make the incision. All right. Okay. Don't worry. I got you. All right. And okay, which one's better?
In some casinos, you might also be able to use a designated tipping area or box. You might also be able to use a designated tipping area. In some casinos, you might also be able to use a designated tipping area or box.
I kind of like the energy on that first one, but I don't carry it all the way through. So I think I have to go with that.
I hate you. I'm sending a message and I went to put a I meant to put a punctuation mark and it sent the message. All right. Okay. Two. 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 Oh, two twos? I can't deal with two twos. Two. Two. Amount to tip. Okay. I think that probably matches the emotion better. Standard tip. Okay. Tip. Nice. Got him. Got him, buddy. A common guideline for tipping is to give 5 to 10% of your... A common guideline for tipping... Okay. A common guideline for tipping is to give 5 to 10% of your winnings. A common guide for... A common guide... A common guideline... Guideline, that's what it was. A common guideline for tipping is to give 5... A common guideline for tipping is to give 5% to 10% of your winnings or a small fixed amount. That's got to flow better. A common guideline for tipping is to give 5% to 10% of your winnings or a small fixed amount. Okay, yeah, that's better. The exact amount can vary depending on personal preference and casino norms. Frequency. Frequency. There is no strict rule on how often to tip, but some regular... Okay, let's see. I think... A common guideline for tipping is to give 5 to 10% of your winnings. All right, let's see. How about this? A common guideline for tipping is to give 5 to 10% of your winnings. A common guideline for tipping is to give 5% to 10% of your winnings or a small fixed amount. A common guideline for tipping is to give 5% to 10% of your winnings or a small fixed amount. The exact amount can vary depending on personal preference and casino norms. Frequency. There is no strict rule on how often to tip, but some regular players. There is no strict rule on how often to tip, but regular players rule on how often to tip. Regular players often tip more frequently as a gesture of goodwill. Frequency. There is no strict rule on how often to tip, but regular players often tip more frequently as a gesture of goodwill. But regular players often tip more frequently as a gesture of goodwill.
Is that it? I think that's it. Dang, dude. All right. Okay. Let's bring it back. What are we at? 7:30? Are you this? That's a good amount of time. Dang, we brought 27 minutes down to 10. It was basically 30 minutes. We brought it down to 10 minutes. That's crazy. It's crazy, and it still has little access on there. Because I have to choose between those last takes. Let's see.
Frequency. There is no strict rule on how often to tip. Frequency.
Okay. Yeah.
There is no strict rule on how often to tip. But regular players often tip more frequently as a gesture of goodwill. Regular players often tip more frequently as a gesture of goodwill.
Okay. I don't know. First one sounds a bit better.
But regular players often tip more frequently as a gesture. Of goodwill. Frequency. There is no strict rule on how, but regular players. Frequency. There is no strict rule on how often to tip, but regular players often tip more frequently as a gesture of goodwill. But regular players often tip more frequently as a gesture of goodwill. But regular players often tip more frequently as a gesture of goodwill.
Okay, so it's between these two. You ready?
But regular players often tip more frequently as a gesture of goodwill. But regular players often tip more frequently as a gesture of goodwill.
I think it's this last one. It's the best.
There is no strict rule on how often to tip, but regular players often tip more frequently as a gesture of goodwill.
What is at the end there?
Okie dokie. So that's chapter 4. Chapter 5 looks like it's longer. Longer. Put a girl on. Put a girl on. All right, chapter 5 is an hour. Uh. Uh. 5 is an hour. 6 is 47. 7 is an hour 5. How about this? I'll go to the gym because I got this far, and I will, once I come back, do my best to make a dent in a chapter 5. Maybe I'll go the whole way. Who knows? But I'll do my best to at least make a pretty sizable dent. Wait, hold up. Chapter 5, potentially bad background. Yeah, facts. All right, so chapter 5, I'll make a pretty sizable dent there. Hopefully I can get through the whole thing. And then we'll just have 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 to focus on. But I mean, we're 4 chapters in, guys. We're 4 chapters in. That's, all I can really ask for is progress, and we've made that today. So that's all I can really ask for. And I think that we're at a good parking spot. We're in a good place to park it for a moment and come back to it a little bit later on. I just want to make sure that I'm keeping up with my physique. I have a couple different photo shoots this weekend. I have one on Saturday and one on Monday. So I want to make sure that I'm in good shape for those. Okay. All right. But yeah, I think that's about as far as I'm probably going to go today. So I think that's all she wrote on this audiobook, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate you. Gray, you were awesome for tuning in. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much for coming in, saying what's up, saying how are you. I appreciate you. I'm trying to find, like, if I can see everybody in here. Because if anyone's just, like, in and not chatting, I'd like to say hello at least. But I don't know if I could actually go in to see the viewers. So I do see that we have somebody in on Twitch. Yo, if that's you, Life Elements, thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate you as well. You were awesome, and I definitely got to hit you up with a promo code for the last book that was released, because I just got those promo codes. So I am here to release those as soon as possible, and we are going to edit the heck out of this and get it to a point to where we can submit it. And we got 2 more books that we're making. We're making neoliberalism across the globe, and we're making free market in the economy. So we're gonna pump those out, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate you. And I'll see you on the next one, probably after we get back from the gym.